Hi, my name is Boyd Heath. My friends know me as Jay. I was born and raised in Southern California, a suburb about 14 miles east of Los Angeles. My mother had me 17 years old. My father was not a part of my life. At about the age of 3, he left. Grew up with a stepfather, verbally and physically abusive. Because of that environment, I turned to the streets and found a community with local friends. Kids experiencing the same things. There was about 10 of us, all living the same kind of broken lifestyle. Many of our families were involved in local gangs, and we followed the same path. I had no knowledge of Jesus, and no one in my life could tell me about him. I began using and selling drugs, which eventually led to multiple periods of incarceration throughout my juvenile years. I lived a life of sin, but I didn't even recognize it as sin at the time. I thought I was just survival. Around the age of 17, a friend invited me to church his mom had attended. So I went with him. I was intoxicated for the first time I visited, but the youth group leaders were welcoming. For the first time in my life, I experienced God's love. Although I didn't fully change then, because I was still so deep in my lifestyle, I now see God planted a seed in my heart during that season. I continued my brokenness, but something inside me was different after that. When I turned 18, I was incarcerated again for being a felon in possession of a firearm. This is where my life truly changed. This is where I met God. I felt a fear come over me, unlike any fear I had ever known, even though I had lived in fear and survival mode before. This fear was different. This one I couldn't suppress. I opened up the Word of God and began to read. Even though I didn't fully understand it, God was showing me grace. I remember clearly one moment during that time when I prayed and asked God to bless me with a family. And I promised Him I would completely change. That prayer was definitely answered. Shortly after, I was released from prison. The Lord brought Sabrina, who is my wife, into my life. God knew exactly who to place in my path. Even though neither of us were fully living a Christ-like life at the time, He still used Sabrina and her father to disciple me and pour into me. Looking back, I can see clearly that the Lord was with me the whole time. He had grace for a guilty sinner like me long before I even knew His name.